Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Michelle. I am a fashion and lifestyle content creator and I would really love it if you consider subscribing. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I feel like I'm usually like fashion hauls, but today I'm going to be showing you guys how I do my everyday makeup and answering some questions from you guys. So if you want to see how I get this look and you want to hear me answer some questions, keep watching. Alright, so this is what I look like. No makeup, 2-day hair. This is me. I'm gonna just start off by putting my hair up. I am gonna be using the scrunchie. I got this from Gypsy Queen. I ordered a sweater from their site and I think this is like a handmade scrunchie that they do. It's really cute and soft, so I thought I would just add that. So this is what I'm gonna look like throughout the duration of the video. So I'm gonna start off by just putting on my facial moisturizer. It has SPF. It's important to wear SPF. I'm no makeup guru. I'm not gonna claim to be. I'm pretty basic when it comes to makeup. Like, this is everything that I own. That's all my makeup. Yeah, I'm using this CeraVe facial moisturizing lotion. It has SPF. I think it's important to wear SPF every day. Alright, so let's start off with a question here. If quarantine ended tomorrow, what is the first place you'd eat at? That's an easy question. I don't remember the name of the restaurant, but I'll put the name of it down here. It is an Italian restaurant that my friend Sarah introduced me to. It's in Old Town Tustin, California. They have the best gnocchi I've ever had. It is so good. And they also have like a pizza garlic bread. I think that's what it is, or it's just standard garlic bread. But it is so good and it's one of my favorite places to go shoot with Sarah and then eat afterwards. The location isn't the best for shooting, but like that restaurant, like if she says like, hey, let's shoot in Tustin, I'm like, yes, because I really want that Italian food. It's the first place that comes to mind when I think about where I would go eat. Next, I'm going to be using my IT Cosmetics CC Cream. This is the best foundation I've ever used. To me, this is just really great. It has SPF 50, so there's just more SPF. And I feel like this has like a really creamy, like your skin but better. Is that their thing? It is. Your skin but better. That's just how I genuinely feel it looks. I'm just going to take a damp beauty sponge. Fun fact, because I don't know a lot about makeup, when I used to hear like people use damp beauty blenders, I didn't understand that. I used to like spray it with water and then it was never enough. It was just like too wet and my makeup would come off. And then my friend Sarah, who does makeup, loves makeup, she's like, no, you rinse it out with water, you strain all the water out, and then it's just the whole thing is damp. And it makes such a difference. And what's great about this foundation is I feel like because it has SPF, that if I do forget my face cream for whatever reason, I feel at peace knowing that I have SPF in it. Next question. How would you describe your style? I feel relatively preppy or classic with my style, and then from there I will venture out. So if I'm gonna go edgy or girly, I try to keep it like refined and very like posh. So that's how I would best describe my style, I would say. Okay, future Michelle coming in here. This is editing Michelle. For those of you who are probably going to notice, I did not blend the side of my neck, and I did realize it after I was finished with the video that I did that. So I did end up blending my neck afterwards because I did record a second video after this one. So if you're wondering why it's not blended, it's because I didn't notice, but I did notice afterwards. So if it bothers you, I'm so sorry. So sorry. Next, I'm going to go in with my concealer. This is the best concealer I've ever used, and I'm upset about it because it's like $20-something. Sarah is like the main influence in my life. Sarah, she introduced me to this Tarte Shape Tape concealer, and it is amazing. I really love how big the like doe applicator is. It's just like the perfect size. I know it looks like I'm putting on a lot, and that's because I am. What is your dream job? That's a good question. I actually work in construction, in a sales role, like project managing type role, and I thoroughly enjoy it. Did I expect to be in that position? Never. Kind of just like an opportunity landed in my lap, and it's probably been one of the best things that's ever happened to me because it's allowed me to have the opportunity to spend more time doing Instagram and YouTube and focus on my creative outlet. I really did see myself in the fashion industry when I was younger. I really wanted to be a stylist, and that's kind of the sales roles that I took. Like I worked for Saks, I worked for J. Crew, and I loved styling my clients. I love making other people feel good about themselves, and being confident. That's like the biggest thing that I've learned that fashion has done for me. Clothes make such a big difference in how I feel, and I would love to let other people, you know, hone in on that power of like being able to make themselves feel confident and not rely on other people to feel confident about themselves. So that was a long-winded answer to I would have loved to have been a stylist. Next, I'm going to contour. I don't contour too much because I have relatively deep cheekbones, but I do like to add color. But yeah, it's just like a little stick, and so I just put a little bit there, a little bit there. Love to bronze up my face. Next question is, where do you see yourself 5 years from now, and where do you see yourself 10 years from now? Whoa. Definitely in the next 5 years, see myself buying a house, us getting married, maybe having our first baby. Career-wise, I would love to really be really successful at my current job, maybe move up. And then with my content creating, I would really love it to make it a big part of my life and just continue to do it and be successful. Next, I'm gonna go into my Wet n Wild contour palette. You guys, I have been using this probably for like the last 8 to 10 years. It is one of my favorite things. It's so affordable. It is a cooler toned contour. I think they have a warmer one as well, but this is great for someone like me who's relatively fair. I'm just gonna contour my face with that. Next question. What or who inspired you into fashion? Oof. Okay, so growing up, I was actually homeschooled in high school. You know what? It goes farther back than that. I have always been really conscious of clothes and the way that they've made me feel. My mom's mom sews, and you know, she grew up in Costa Rica, so I think like they sewed most of their clothes growing up, and so she kind of passed that down to me, and I saw her sew a lot, and she actually would sew me dresses all the time and different clothes, and we'd sew stuff for my Barbies. So I think just that was really exciting and really creative. So I think that's just kind of where it started. I just had a love for clothes, making clothes, and watching my grandma sew. It was so fun to start out with a piece of fabric and then have it turn into something. So what are your 3 most prized possessions in your closet? I'm gonna say my Joie faux fur coat. I wasn't gonna get it, and it's one of the pieces I'm so glad that I got. And then I would say my Dooney and Burke bag. My Dooney and Burke bag I wanted since I was like 10, and I found one pre-loved. It was so nice to find one, and I was so excited. My like 10, 11-year-old self was like screaming inside. My last one, prized possession, I would say my Stuart Weitzman thigh-high boots. I got them when I was working at Saks. I got them like super discounted, something that I really wanted for a while, and then they had a discount. Those are like the 3 that come to mind. There are a lot of other items that I would love to add to that list. Next, I'm gonna do my eyebrows because we've looked at me for too long without eyebrows. I actually use the Pixie Shades of Brows palette. I like to use powder. I do not like to use anything else. I feel like this is just the most natural way to have my brows. It like allows me to have a lot of control and mix colors. What's great about this is I can also use it as an eyeshadow. So if I'm traveling and I have this, I can do my brows and do my eye makeup with this, which is really great. Next question. Who is your biggest fashion inspiration? That's tough. Growing up, one of my biggest fashion inspirations was Olivia Palermo, especially like when I was in high school. I thought she was just so fashionable and different, and I felt like she took risks. Like I saw her mixing prints and I was like, that's genius. I love that. As far as like who inspires me right now, like some of the people I would say like on Instagram, I really like Lily Adele. I also like Valerie Starr. I also really love Julia Havens. Her style is just really just like fresh and simple, and I love that. And then as far as like someone famous, I really love Sophia Richie. She is just so like fresh, cute, love her style. And then I do really like Kendall Jenner. Who is your favorite brother? I wonder who submitted that question. John. John is my favorite brother. You happy now? Next question. What's the one item in your closet you can never part with? There is a bracelet that I was given as a baby, and it is a gold bracelet with a little nameplate, and it has my name and a little bear. Let me go get it and show you guys. It is this bracelet here. It says my name, Michelle, and it has a little bear on it. It is just a gold bracelet. I think I can still wear it It's a little tight. I've had this my entire life. So this is one of my most prized possessions. The next question is how to grow your Instagram community. Listen, if you know that answer, let me know. I have been on Instagram for a really long time. I would say I became serious in the last like year, but I have had a really slow growth. I don't know, like some days I feel like I do really well, other times I don't. I think the biggest thing that I've learned is to engage and communicate with those that follow me and that I follow. There are a lot of girls who like and comment on my stuff and it means a lot to me, so I want to return the favor and support them. I think that if people are leaving comments on your photos, I think that you should be commenting back. Just period. If I see an account and they have really good photos and they don't have a lot of followers, I'll look at their pictures and I'll see that they don't respond to anybody in their comments. So over time, people are going to not want to comment on your photos anymore or feel no reason to engage because you don't engage back. So engage with your community. I'm using the L'Oreal Unlimited mascara. I really like this because you can even kind of switch the handle up if you want to. I don't always, but sometimes it comes in really handy, and I like how it separates my lashes. I would say my favorite mascara ever is the Marc Jacobs Noir mascara. It's a little bit pricier, but I feel like when I wear it, my eyelashes look bomb. Next question. What's been your favorite quarantine meal? Oh, pasta. 100% pasta. Before the quarantine happened, I was working out and I was eating healthy, and then the quarantine hit and my trip got canceled that I was working out for to like look good. And that just went all down the drain. I just went into like straight pajama mode, just lived off of pasta. What are your goals for 2020? My goals for 2020 are to be more consistent with YouTube and content creating and to grow in that area of my life. I'd really love to know how to use my camera better. I'd love to know like better techniques. I love to be better at taking pictures, better at styling. Across the board, I just want to be better this year and be consistent. Next, I'm gonna put on my lips. I like to use lip liners as lipsticks. That's why I put on chapstick. I wear chapstick a majority of the day, so I like to use lip liners just to put on top. This one is 115 Totally Toffee by Maybelline. So last question is tips or advice for someone looking to start YouTube or expand platforms. Now, I started my YouTube channel a long time ago. I want to say I started like 2 years ago, but I wasn't consistent. I posted like one video like every 4 months, and I knew it was something that I wanted, but I didn't really do any research. Even now I could be like way better about it, but I would say as far as like tips for starting out on YouTube, just do it. Just start. Imagine where you can be in a year if you just like start today. The beginning is going to be awkward and it's not going to be necessarily like the best quality. It's going to take time, you know, for some people to save up for a nice camera and, you know, maybe editing software, but I think that everybody starts somewhere. If you're worried about the best quality videos, like that's just going to come with time. I also think that you shouldn't worry what anybody thinks. I've had so many people tell me like, oh, I'm worried that someone will judge me for posting videos, and quite honestly, I just like don't care. I don't know if that's come with age. I just don't really worry about that. It's like I'm doing something that I love. The people who love what I'm doing will support me, and then the people who don't like what I do don't have to follow me. If you're looking to expand your platform, I mean, I don't have very many subscribers. I have like less than 200. The best thing that I think that I could do for myself and my channel is to be consistent and to put out things that I love and be creative, put in hard work. This is a lot of work. I didn't realize how much work YouTube is. It's a lot. I spend a lot of time recording, editing. If you think it's something that maybe will only take like 10 minutes to do and then you put up a video and you're successful, maybe that happens to some people, but I think a majority of people who are on YouTube work really, really hard to produce their videos. So if you're willing to work hard and you really want it, I say 100% start your channel. Just do it. All right, well, this is the finished makeup look. I feel like it's relatively simple. This is like my daily makeup. I don't really venture too far into this often. If you guys liked any of the products that I use, go ahead and check the description down below. I'll go ahead and link all the products that I used. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Again, I would really love it if you subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.